When I was 16 years old, I told my father, I think I'm gay. I was terrified, but he gave me the best response I could have hoped for. I love you no matter what, and I will always be by your side. For a moment, I felt secure, but then learned that I was far from being accepted. My father soon discovered a so-called conversion therapist who gave him hope that I could stop being gay and that it could be fixed in as soon as 6 weeks. I'm still gay, by the way. My father believed he found the answer for my problem. Wishing not to disappoint him, I gave conversion therapy my best effort. My conversion therapist told me to stay away from my mother and sisters to ensure I would eliminate any effeminate behaviors. I was only to engage in what he called healthy male bonding. But really, learning how to be and act like the boys at school, understanding that I have the same masculinity as they do, and not to confuse it with my attractions. Only when my conversion therapist believed I was ready, I would be introduced to the opposite sex. For 3 years, I did not speak to my mother and 2 sisters. And I believed that conversion therapy was working. I tried to create a sense of belonging with the boys at school. I dated girls, and I was succeeding at what my therapist called a heterosexual life. What I couldn't escape from was how much I was suffering. I was failing in school, I was lacking my mother's love, and for 2 years I contemplated suicide. I knew that I was gay, and I knew who I am was not going to change. In time, the love and acceptance of friends, mentors, and meeting openly LGBTQ individuals for the first time gave me the support and love I needed to fully come out. I spent a decade of my life going through and undoing the harms of conversion therapy. And today, I am a proud gay man helping other LGBTQ people like me. In 2014, I joined the National Center for Lesbian Rights in creating the Born Perfect campaign to end conversion therapy. Together with GLAAD, we are putting out resources for journalists and developing social media content geared towards LGBTQ youth and parents that warns against the damage inflicted by this medically denounced practice. We are starting conversations in living rooms, churches, and town halls, and on YouTube. I testified in 10 state hearings and met with over 160 legislators this year alone. 5 states have passed bills to ban conversion therapy since January, bringing the total number of states protecting LGBTQ youth from conversion therapy to 14. Right now, popular culture is embracing ending conversion therapy. With the release of 2 major Hollywood movies, The Miseducation of Cameron Post and the upcoming Boy Erased. GLAAD and I worked as advisors on both films, reviewing scripts, training cast and crew, and we know that these stories we see on the big screen can make a parent think twice before putting their child through this dangerous and ineffective practice. Sad to say, it's not all good news. Our opposition has launched new strategies for shaming and coercing LGBT kids under 18 into conversion therapy, like targeted conversion therapy video ads on social media. But GLAAD and other organizations are working to educate social media companies about these misleading ads. Young people shouldn't have to see these false claims on their feeds. I am one of 700,000 people in the US who have been through conversion therapy. An additional 57 teenagers will go through in the next 5 years, unless we stop this harmful practice. Our goal, and my personal promise, is to end conversion therapy. With GLAAD and the Born Perfect campaign continuing to support and amplify our stories, I know we will succeed. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.